Let's just look at that again. Stunning free kick and a stunning save. And some power behind it as well, as you can see from that camera shot inside of the goal. Throw in for South Africa. Move up into enemy territory. Taken quickly there by Mkize. Alex Iwobi picks the ball up, tidies things up. Over to the other side, Chukwueze. Chukwueze, the 20-year-old goal scorer. He's on a bit of a wander there in the midfield, does very well. Plenty of space, plenty of time. Got the ball out. Musa now down the left-hand side, trying to take on his man, takes on his man. Musa down towards the byline, gets the ball back, and it's kicked away desperately by Furman, who clears the danger. It's going to be a corner, though, for Nigeria. Musa, great acceleration. Furman comes to the rescue as Papilo, and of course Nwankukanu, the legend of the game, who's here, an ambassador for CAF, watching the game. Here's the corner for Nigeria. Musa takes it, it's not well taken. There's a chance there. Oh, I don't believe that Ndidi couldn't latch onto that. I don't think he believed that it was actually falling into his path, and South Africa on a bit of a wander up here with a long ball up towards Lorch, but it just runs a little bit too fast and out over the paint. Got a little dummy there by Igalo. Look at that. Cheeky, very cheeky. Tries to react. The Leicester City midfielder. Just all happens so quickly. Back to the night. Well, Raw has the upper hand over his opposite man, Stuart Baxter, at the moment. But as I said at the start of the second half, this is anybody's game. Great control, very nice control by Chukwueze, wowing the fans as he cuts inside. There's the 20-year-old, lost the ball over towards Musa. Musa with a very tame header that is easily taken out by Williams. Look at the touch, that magic. Oh, sublime there from the Villarreal player. We know about his skill set, we heard about it, we've seen it, and he's putting it on display here. Turning heads for all the scouts that turn up here in Africa. Looking to try and discover the next best player in world football. Musa gets the ball down to his teammate. This is a good bit of running, the ball's out. The ball's just gone out. Collins nearly gets his crossover before it just rolls over the paint. Neat play. Little blind pass to get behind Mkize. Nigeria still not with as much possession as South Africa, but still playing a controlled game out here at the moment. Lorch unable to latch onto that. Umirua was the player who made sure he couldn't do anything with it. So there's the goal that was scored by Chukwueze in the 27th minute. Super Eagles are, at the moment, they're very happy. Egyptian fans still wearing their shirts, very proud, and they can be. They're putting together a fine competition here in Egypt 13 years after the last one. Neatly done by Tau. Tau gets the ball back down the right-hand side. Is he going to go on a bit of a wander? Well, he is, but there's strong defensive play at the back. Itebo. But it's still going to be South Africa who have possession of the ball. Mkize comes up to take the throw. Where's this going? There it is, just into the penalty box. Furman. There's the lofted cross, but he didn't really see where, he didn't even know where that was going. I don't know if there was anybody going for it or if it was going to go towards anybody in particular. Batshuayo knows that he has to at least put in a great performance to try and usher his team through this quarter-final, because he's going to miss the semi-final if they make it. Nicely done, but Nigeria have got other thoughts about this. That's a great, oh, Igalo should have gone on the end of that. That was great play down the right-hand side. He's having a stunning game, Chukwueze. And he's been the standout player for Nigeria. Look at that, he does well to just dart down that right-hand side, gets past Makwanazi, and gets a decent crossover between Williams. And Zwane is going to come on. He's come on to replace Lorch. Lorch goes off. Zwane comes on. Zwane missed the last game through suspension. Great player. And is he a player who's going to change this around? Can he get the goal? Diba does well. And here he is, Zwane. Wearing the number 11 shirt, that through ball. Clancy, not good enough. That ball just running out. A bit too strong there for Chukwueze. Baxter's made one change. Of course, he's got talent on the bench. But so has Gernot Rohr. We've got just over 30 minutes remaining for South Africa to react. It's going to be a free kick for Bafana Bafana. Foul committed by Econ. Nigeria dealing we call the Dream Team course. And the Olympic gold in '96, that team. They showed us what they were capable of doing back in '94 and '96, that whole generation. Alex Iwobi, that's a great ball. Musa down the left-hand side, picks the ball up, Musa. Defenders are coming back, can't slip the ball through, and it's been picked up there by Makocho. Zungu, it's a good ball out wide, picked up by, Makocho is on the right-hand side, I do apologise. Here he is, Brentford City man. It's a good ball, it's good work, needs a little bit of movement. Comes out wide by McKeeson. Is starting to play a bit better football now. Well, as I said that, the commentator's curse gets in the way. Alex Iwobi just getting knocked back there and a little bit frustrated. Motiba, but also the Arsenal midfielder held back, prevented to race onto that ball, and the free kick taken rather quickly in the back. Econ. Didi out wide to Iwobi. Iwobi down the left hand side. Musa, acres of space. Kize goes down to try and get up. Mark him. Cross comes over. Well, that's very slick football there, just in the midfield by Zungu. Two players in the starting 11, based in France, of course, with Motiba, plays for Amiens. Was a former Sundowns player. Champions League winners. There are only two teams who have won the African Champions League title, along with the Orlando Pirates. Is Furman. Furman moving up into a more offensive position for once. And the ball picked up here by Zwane. Let's see what Zwane has to offer. Suspended for the last game, of course. Offering Lorch the chance. He came on, scored the goal for Egypt. Now he's back, Zwane. That pass is poor. Musa knocked off his feet. And Toe showing signs of frustration. And a yellow card given to Some Gilloise player. Can't afford to get frustrated here. Just flying into Moussa. There's nothing more than frustration there in that challenge. And a free kick that will be taken here by Collins. By Omeru. Leganes. Spain. Nicely picked up there by Mkize. Mkize. His toe. Sitao working really hard, also getting a bit frustrated. Zwane could work with Modiba. Zungu picks the ball up deep firm this time. To the left hand side, plenty good opportunity pushing forwards here. This is better from South Africa, past the boy. It's all about that final pass. Kojo gets the ball out. Mkize with a long range effort, but it's a few meters wide, and this is what they need to do if they want to get themselves that goal. They won't just, you don't get goals given just for being good in the way that you construct something in the midfield. You've really got to go out and try and score. And shots coming in, even if they're that far out, it doesn't matter. You've got to test the goalkeeper. And Akpeyi is not the best goalkeeper in the world. He's not the worst, but he's capable of great saves, like he's capable of making mistakes, just like all goalkeepers, of course. No one's perfect. South Africa are just not testing him. He's not getting anything coming his way. So a shot like that coming in basically means, okay, well, that's something at least. You know, the likes of Benny McCarthy and Tom Bartlett and all of these strikers, of course, and even I'm talking about JJ Okocha or Kanu. These players, they might take 20 shots, but you know, maybe 2 of those shots will find the back of the net, but at least you're taking shots. If you don't take any shots, you're not going to get anywhere, because you're not even going to get a chance to score a goal. You need to be an attacking threat. You need to test the goalkeeper. Ojo just getting knocked off the ball there. That's Itibu. It's the ball out to Moussa. Nigeria with moving a little bit closer towards a semi-final, but it's not a convincing lead at the moment. Not a convincing performance from the Super Eagles. But a goal is a goal, and they're sitting on the lead. There's the build-up play in midfield, picked up in the midfield there by Zungu. He's got Manti outside of him if he wants. Zwane's making a bit of a move. Thurman under a bit of pressure, decides to make them pass back, but it's Williams who comes out. Chukweze's 27th minute strike has Nigeria in the lead, the Super Eagles. South Africa trying to just prise open the defence at the moment. Zwane's got the ball, there's a good run, and Mkize's there. Mkize's got the ball, he's onside as well. Tries to get a shot in. Oh, there's a good lofted cross there from Tau, but it's straight at the goalkeeper, and there's no one there. Moussa tries to push the ball up, he knocks it off the leg of Thurman. And 24-year-old left back Collins will take the throw in and try and pick out one of his front men. Moussa Igalo unable to connect. Pressure on South Africa now, that's neatly done. Clancy gets the ball back to His teammate at the back, that's Chayo. And out wide, picked up here by Joe. He's got a bit of space now. Can he get past his man? Can he get past Collins? No, it's the answer to that. It's a high ball over the top, and it's been well taken there by Akpeyi. Fermin. Onigalo. Chukwueze. Halfway through the second half now. And that was a very poor high ball upfield through the middle. Batshuayo tidies things up. Makojo, Brentford FC. A bit more possession here, working in their favour. They need to just, a goal would change absolutely everything, I think, for either of these two teams at the moment. They would feel a lot more confidence, I think. That was a good ball. Control just let it down. Kize. Well, that would have been perfect if he'd have touched the ball and just got down towards the byline. He may have slipped past Collins, wasn't the case. Oh, the Egyptian flag. Oh, the Nigerian trumpet. So, well, the Nigerian Egyptian fans, there we have good support here for this second quarter-final. The first one ended with Senegal, highest ranked team in Africa in this competition. Just getting past the Squirrels of Benin, the small West African nation, eliminated after a very fine run. Ball comes out to Musa, Nigeria. Oh, it's good work by Musa. Musa gets past Mkize. There's the ball coming out wide. Oh, it's a wild pass that is, picked up over on the far side by Awaziem. Alex Iwobi. An opportunity to push forward, maybe. There are a few yellow shirts being outfield. That's a good ball, very good ball. Oh, it was nearly the perfect through ball there from Swani. It's knocked off his feet, it's going to be a free kick. And Edie commits foul. That was blocking Zwane, who just flies off his feet. A chance for Bafana, with Tao about to fire one in. Has he got the big men coming up? I think so. I can see them, centre-backs. Tyson's there, the bit best Vince man. Right then, let's just get on with this match. I think the two players being called over, and Zungu and Awaziem. Moving on. Keep an eye on those two. And remember, we got VAR, so we need to make sure that there's no naughtiness taking place in the penalty box. Here's Tao's effort. There's a chance. There's a good opportunity to the back of the net. They scored the goal, and he's going to be awarded as well. Oh no! What's happened here? The flag's gone out. Offside. Offside for South Africa. What's Mr. Jayed going to say about this? The linesman's flag came up. Let's have a look. Well, there's players offside. Of course they're offside. Okay. Nothing wrong with that decision. It is offside. You want to go to... well, they'll probably go to VAR, but you don't need to. Well, we don't need to anyway, because we saw it right from the first header. It was quite blatant, but we're going to VAR, of course. Here is the free kick. There's the header. And look at the player in offside position. There he is. And it's Zungu, who's in offside position. as we can see. Oh, it just came off the back. It came off the back of the Nigerian player. And that's what we're looking at. It didn't come off Batshuayi. Now, if that's the case, then we really have to look at the moment that the ball was kicked. Because if the free kick was taken and he was in an onside position, then it came off the back of the Nigerian player. So we need to look. It comes off the Nigerian. So this could be given, in fact, because it's going to be awarded. Mr. G, I'm sure it's going to be awarded because he was in onside position. If he was in onside position when the ball was kicked, then that's absolutely fine.
I swear. I said they don't count on your dog.
I told you so! I told you so! They've got the goal! South Africa have got the goal! It came off the back of the Nigerian defender, and there's nothing to say about it. You can't complain. He was offside. When the free kick was taken, he was onside. And if it hadn't come off a Nigerian's back, then I tell you, it came off the back of Ighalo. And there it is at the far post, and Zungu scores the equaliser for South Africa. It's 1-1. Game on. VAR turns out to be a friend for South Africa as they get the goal. Bafana. Oh my word. Here we go. 1-1 it is. And Baxter is absolutely jubilant, and you can understand why. And that's why VAR is such an important part of the modern game, of course. Confirmation of the goal, and now this is going to be a different game altogether. Nigeria pushing forward with Chukwueze up against Hanti. Can he stand on his man? Chukwueze gets blocks, and South Africa with the ball, they push forward. Now's an opportunity. He can get there first, but I don't think he's going to. That's great solid play at the back, and then the foul has been made on Econ. But Swane is there. You can see that they've got the bees are underneath the bonnet now for Nigeria. The Super Eagles need to try and find something now to react to this. Musa, oh, he gets brought down there with Makize, who's going to pick up a yellow card for that late challenge. And Musa's down on the deck. That's a justified yellow card. Musa has been a menace down that left-hand side. And Thamsanqa Mkhize of Cape Town City is the fourth player to pick up a yellow card. Sorry, fourth player. With Motiba, Batshuayi, Percy Tau, and Zungu. No, Zungu hasn't. He's got one from the last match against Egypt. Here is the resulting free kick, and it's been lofted into the penalty box straight at the goalkeeper Williams, who takes it very coolly, unchallenged. Both sets of subs stretching, getting themselves ready before we get changes. Of course, this game will go to extra time and will go to penalties if necessary. It's going to be a throw-in for South Africa. Taken here by Mkhize. And a chance here, the ball comes out to Makojo, nice little ball out wide as well. And a chance for another crossover. Blocked twice there by Awasi. Doesn't he do well? Really well. Ighalo's not been playing a great game out here tonight, I must admit. Look at the possession. South Africa, accurate passes. It's better. Distance, 79.1 kilometres. Nigeria looking ever dangerous moving forward. There's Musa again, darting off, trying to get past Makise. There's his crossover. There's no one there at the far post, and it goes out for a throw-in. He's getting beaten quite often now. Musa's got beautiful acceleration. And Stuart Baxter will have taken note of that, of course, but Musa, a delight to the eye. Look at these South African fans who jump in with joy. A few Egyptians just gate crashing their party. Don't blame them. Nigerians also celebrating for 71, well, for over 40 odd minutes, of course. 44 minutes they managed to keep hold of the lead. That's a high ball over the top that runs out of play for a goal kick for Williams. Chukwueze, fine player, of course, who has had a little bit of space scoring that goal. Separate these two teams before. We saw that goal from Zungu, the Amiens player. A high ball that falls to Makise. Makise down the right side, gets the ball out to Tau. Tau's got the ball again, and they look control. They pick the ball back up, and it's taken a deflection there. I think it's going to be a throw-in for... Oh, I thought that took a deflection. Well, okay. Geraint Brewer will be with the Super Eagles 3 years and a month's time. He'd love to take them through to win this competition. Former coach of many African nations, Niger, Burkina Faso, Gabon. Former defender, who's quite a strong, sturdy defender as well. And kicks the ball away. And a little foul there. Frustration from Etibo. And a free kick. Super Eagles go for victory. That is one fine outfit. Love the wig as well. Work hard down this right hand side. Makise. Good strong defensive block there by Collins. Down into the corner it goes. Musa. Oh, he's just showed too much of that ball. It's been picked up as an opportunity for South Africa. They get the ball back out. Oh, there's great play there. Chukwueze gets the ball out to Iwobi. Iwobi up against Furman. Is he going to go down? Gets a shot in. Oh, that wasn't on target, but it was a rising effort that was just drifting off to the left-hand side. And we got our first change, and it's coming for Nigeria. I think Etibo's going to go off, and I think that we're going to get... Well, it's Moses Simon who's going to come on. And he's coming on to replace Musa, in fact. One of the players who played in the last match but didn't get picked for this one comes on now. Chukwueze was a more kind of preferred player, and he scored the goal, of course, so a justified decision there from the German tactician. The Levante player came through the GBS Academy, just like Musa, of course. These guys know each other very, very well. He started playing his football in Europe, moving up into Slovakian First Division. Clinching. 3 seasons playing in Belgium. In the Jupiler League. Forget. Just questioning that decision to bring Musa on, but let's see what Nigeria have got here. The edge of the penalty box, ball comes out wide. It's been picked up here by Simon, but it's a good challenge there. Very good challenge by Mkize to kick the ball out for a corner for the Super Eagles. There he is, working his magic down that left flank. Musa was doing a lot of that during his time on the pitch. Here's Simon with the corner. There's a firm challenge there on Williams. Coming in from Omeruo. There it is. Right elbow going up into Williams's head. Knocking him off balance. Free kick it is. 7.5 minutes to go here at the Cairo International Stadium before we see whether this match will go to extra time. As Tao gets the ball out wide, as Mkize really losing control there, but the ball goes up and it's handballed there, I'm afraid, by Modiba. Modiba there, the Strasbourg man. There it is. Just tucked between the left hip and his left arm. Omeruo on loan from Chelsea to Leganes. Spain, great header there from Tyson at the back. South Africa looking to try and follow another goal. Nigeria looking to defend. They're a lot of possession now, 57% to 43 for Nigeria. There's a nice little turn there, very slickly done by the goal scorer Zungu. And South Africa pushing forward. That's a good opportunity there. Decide not to take it on the left-hand side. Hanti was just darting up that left side. Nice turn as well. There's very nice slick play. An opportunity for a shot coming in. And it wasn't a bad little move that with Tao just getting his left foot behind it. But it was tame and it was directly at the Kaizer Chiefs goalkeeper, Akpeyi. Surely this game is going to just increase in tempo going into the final 7 minutes. No one wants to go to extra time. The ball comes out to Simon. Moses Simon tries to get past his man, takes the ball down, and that's going to be a goal kick. Great work by Mkize just to stop him from doing his stuff down there towards the byline. And Veldwijk. When giants ruled the lands many thousands of years ago, there were men as tall as Veldwijk. He's an absolute giant. And he is going to be Stuart Baxter's next player to come onto the pitch, who's going to take off Modiba logically straight into the centre forward position. There you go, the Strasbourg front man comes off, and on comes Veldwijk. Well, he mostly is the player that you want to have who comes up against the giants that Nigeria have at the back. Whether or not he can have an impact on the game, we will have to see. Modiba. Well, he didn't play a bad game, Modiba, but I wouldn't say that he had a great game. Tough game out there, up against Nigeria. Different game, different team to play against than Egypt, of course. This is a much more physical battle, as Bafana know. But their record in recent years is good against them. And bringing on this man here, well, it might be just the right thing to do. We shall see. They've got a free kick. Furman's about to take it. And he fires it up towards the penalty area, towards the big man. The big man gets on the edge of it. Here is a good chance. Veldwijk trying to get a shot in, and he commits the foul and brings down Ndidi. Unable to latch onto that, with Hanti working well down the left-hand side on the overlap. He really does side foot Ndidi down into the ground, in fact. Nigeria pushing forward. We got 3 minutes of normal time. We're going to go to extra time, of course, if it happens. Remains goal 1-1 at the final whistle. We've had a VAR decision with Zungu's goal going to VAR. Good opportunity here. Now he will be unable to keep control of that. It's been away by Batshuayi, but Nigeria picked the ball up on the left-hand side. Good work here by Simon. Simon gets his crossover. Batshuayi comes to the rescue once again. And they win a corner. Nigeria pushing, pressurising, and looking to try and take the lid off this pressure cooker situation with a second goal in the dying minutes of this match. And there's the corner that comes across. It's headed away there by Zungu, just in front of Omeruo. Not intentionally, as you can see from the replay there. Simon into the penalty box. It goes! It's a goal for Nigeria! They've got a goal! Oh my word! They found the back of the net! Ikor Udinese gets on the end of it, and the corner, well, it wasn't difficult really, just needed to make contact, and it wasn't well read by the South African defence. And of course, all of South Africa just can't believe what's happening here. Pure disappointment. It's heartbreaking, it really is. But Nigeria are jumping with joy, and they can't believe it. The centre-back from Udinese, the Giant, has come in and just got on the end of it. I don't even know what part of his body he managed to use to get the ball in, but it doesn't really matter. I think it was his chest. Let's have a look at this from once again. No, he didn't use his leg, of course, but there it is, off the ankle. And how easy was that? It wasn't well read. Look at the two defenders at the back, Mkwanazi, and I think it was Furman. They're just saying, what happened there? What happened there? Well, they can only blame themselves. They did all of the hard work to get themselves back into this. But now, Ikor is the man. The Udinese player, born in the Netherlands, just comes in and just ambly connects with the corner. No one to block it, to sit. And it's 2-1 for the Super Eagles. Oh, what a time to score. 89th minute. South Africa don't have any options now. It's all about pushing forward. Need to get an equaliser. 4 minutes of added time. Gives them enough time to believe, to think that it's possible. But they need to try and test that goalkeeper. They really had, well, shots on target. They've had 2 in total, and only 3 for Nigeria. And they can't believe it, these supporters of Bafana. Baxter can't believe it. And that was a lapse in concentration at the back on the set piece. And it might be all over now because of that. Or maybe not. Stranger things have happened. Chukwueze, scorer of the 1 goal for Nigeria, the opening goal. Of course, Chukwueze gets the ball out wide. It's an opportunity. Great save there from Williams, who comes across and makes sure that Itebo can't do anything with that. Sorry, Igalo can't do anything with that. Onside as well. Chukwueze just teasing the centre-backs, and it's going to be a corner, and they're not really racing over to take this corner, are they? The Super Eagles. Chukwueze, the 20-year-old, scorer of the opening goal, the Villarreal man, and standout player for Nigeria as far as I'm concerned. Gets the ball back to Iwobi. 2.5 minutes remaining. They want to keep hold of this ball. Tebo gets the ball out wide. It goes back to Chukwueze. Substitution for Nigeria. And another player who's going to come off. Balogun comes on. Iwobi. They're bringing on a defender, of course. Leon Balogun of Brighton, who of course will be playing with Percy Tau as soon as he comes back from his stint in Belgium. Now they want to defend. Furman Williams sends the ball up, less than 2 minutes to go. Kise back to Williams. Need to get the ball at the other end if they are going to get themselves the elusive goal that would carry them into extra time. Gabber absolutely livid, claiming it was a Nigerian throw-in, but this is going over the top. It's going towards the big giant Veldwijk, but it's been picked up here by Chukwueze, who's been an inspiration out here. Balogun gets the ball in the midfield, his first touch, and Simon unable to control the ball. It goes out for a throw-in. 1 minute to go for this second quarter-final of the Total CAF Africa Cup of Nations 2019. South Africa trailing by 2-1. This needs to go at the other end. They're in the last chance saloon, and there's nothing on the bar. That ball goes over the top, and it's going to be a goal kick, or even a free kick. Baxter produced a wonderful performance from his team. Tactically, he got it right to knock out the hosts, Egypt, but now they find themselves seconds away from elimination here in one of the biggest matches that they've had in about 20 years, really, if you think about it. Now, since the World Cup in 2010, Nigeria have qualified for the semi-finals. They knock out and eliminate South Africa. The Super Eagles are soaring through once again. That's another victory. 4 victories from 5. And the celebrations now for the West African nation, who continue their campaign and their quest to try and win their 4th Africa Cup of Nations. A heartbreaking result for South Africa, who concede a silly goal, to be perfectly honest with you, from a set piece after some poor defending from the corner. They can't believe it, but they can only blame themselves. Otherwise we'd be playing extra time. But no one marked that centre-back, Econ. He didn't even come in with a towering through with using his height. It was all about just stroking the ball home into an empty net. And that's difficult to digest, isn't it? But not for these Nigerians, celebrating, because they're only 2 more matches away from lifting their 4th Africa Cup of Nations title. Econ is the man of the moment, but for me, Chukwueze was the standout player.